Hey guys, welcome back to another collections video. Today I'm going to be showing you my PlayStation 4 collection. Now, this is a collection that I've been adding to here and there, which I said I wasn't going to. I wasn't going to just collect any game that I could find. I was just going to collect games I want to play. It started out that way. So I've sort of reined myself back in and I'm now just collecting the games for the system that I really want to play. First off, I'm going to show you games that I've played and completed. And then I'm just going to work through the rest of them. As you can imagine, there's more games I haven't played than there's games I have played, but I'm just going to take you through the ones that my entire PlayStation 4 collection, and I hopefully enjoy it. So first up, very first game that I played and completed and absolutely loved, and that is The Evil Within. It's got the Fighting Chance pack with this one. I actually got this one with my PS4. I love this game. Absolutely loved it. Straight from the get-go, the graphics were incredible right from the off, and the storyline itself was really fucking trippy. I highly recommend picking this one up, and I really hope there's a sequel, because if there is, I'm going to be first in line to get it. Absolutely fucking love this game. It's a very long one, but it's great. Right, this next one, The Order 1886. Played and completed this one, must have been not long after release. I actually quite enjoyed it. It was overhyped. It was definitely overhyped at the time. I say at the time, it's not that old, but it was definitely overhyped in the build-up to it coming out, and then everybody went nuts getting it. But it's actually a pretty decent game. I actually really enjoyed it. I don't know what all the hate is about. I know a lot of the chapters are like cutscenes, so you can race through this game in next to no time really, but a lot of the chapters are just cutscenes, or some of the chapters you only do little bits and bobs in them, but some of them are really meaty, and I think it's a really good game. So I'm hoping there's going to be an Order 1887. Right, next up, one that I completed just after I came back from Barcelona, actually. Until Dawn, the extended edition. I actually had this on pre-order, and I got this through, I think it was a day after release actually. It was a little bit disappointing, but such as Xavi. But yeah, I got this a day after release, and I have to say, when I started playing the game, I didn't actually know much about it before I pre-ordered it. I was speaking to my friend Richard online. He was saying, "Oh, you're going to have to check out Until Dawn. It seems like your kind of game." Which, I went and read reviews about it. I went and seen a little teaser trailers of it, and it looked really, really good. So I got it on pre-order. And I wasn't disappointed. I absolutely fucking loved the game. I really loved the whole premise of the game. You're up in the mountains in a cabin with your friends. This is a year after a really tragic event has happened. I'm not going to, give any spoilers away, but it's a year after a really tragic event has happened. And you guys are back in this cabin. And shit starts going down. And every decision you make affects the outcome of this game. So it's like a real butterfly effect in this game. The graphics are okay. I think if you're going into a PS4 game just looking for graphics alone, you're looking at it in the wrong way. The storyline is excellent, so I highly recommend picking it up, and it's a lot of fun. It is a lot of fun to play. A lot of value for your money in that game. Right, next up, Middleearth, Shadow of Mordor. I have completed this game, I'm happy to say, because I didn't enjoy it very much. I'm not a massive Lord of the Rings fan anyway, so to play this game when it came out, I don't know what possessed me to buy it. I think I just went out, seen some of the teaser trailers, and it looked fucking amazing. And I liked what everybody was saying about the game, so I thought, you know what, I'm going to give it a go. And for the most part, it's a really good game. It's a great game to take out your frustrations on. But it's an extremely long game. It's not one you can complete overnight. You need to sit down and put quite a bit of time into this game. But there's a lot to explore. It's a real open world feel to it. It's fantastic in that respect. But yeah, I would highly recommend, if you enjoy open world RPGs, check this out. I think you'll enjoy it. But if you're looking for a fun game, quick, easy game to get into, maybe best try and avoid this one. Right, next up, I know a lot of people hated this game, but I fucking loved it, and that is Watch Dogs. I love this game. I hated it from the off. When I put it in the machine, loaded it up, started playing it. I have to say, it looked confusing as fuck, especially that opening sequence. But it really isn't. It's actually a very easy game to get into. after like the first, I think it's the first, the first 2 chapters, very easy game to get into. And we have this on the Wii U as well, and it's fun on that also. But I much prefer the PS4 version of this game. It's like what would I refer it to? It's like a more technologically advanced Grand Theft Auto. That's kind of what I would akin Watch Dogs as. But really, seriously, definitely check it out. If you haven't heard of it, then, you know, get your head out the sand. If you have played it and didn't enjoy it, I would recommend you going back and playing a bit more of it, because it is a lot of fun. And yeah, I'm hoping there's going to be a sequel. Sequel of sorts. Put it that way. Right, this next game, I really need say nothing about it other than it's fucking awesome. And that is The Last of Us Remastered. Now, oh god, sorry, I've got a cough today. I played this on the PS3. I didn't complete it on the PS3, but I did get it on release. I think I got halfway through the game, and I don't know what happened, but I just never got around to completing it. I think I went on holiday actually, and I just came back and completely kind of just forgot about it. But I got it on the PS4 because I knew it was a great game, and obviously I can remember it from the PS3. It was a fantastic game. Starts really, really well, and yeah, I just went out and got this game as soon as it was released on the PS4, and it's got all the bits and bobs with it, so I had to get this one. There's also sorry, there's also another game in here called Ellie Left Behind, and it's like an extra add-on feature, but it's nothing to do with the actual game itself. It's just to do with Ellie, who is her, and it's her little storyline, little game featured at the end. It plays out in an abandoned supermarket, but it's very good. The game is very long, very intense, very good open world feel to it, and the graphics are just astonishing. So yeah, Naughty Dog hit it on the head with this one. I fucking love The Last of Us, and I cannot wait for Last of Us 2. I'm going to be first in line to get that one. Bet your ass I will. Right, take a little break. Oh, jeez. I'm just recovering from the flu, so if I sound a little off, that's why. Right, next up, Tomb Raider Definitive Edition. Another game that I had in the PS3, but again, I didn't complete it. The graphics in the PS3 just weren't cutting it for me with this game. I don't know what it was. Everything, text and everything just felt really, really small on the PS3, especially when you were playing it. I went back and played it recently on the PS3, and honest to God, the text on screen, couldn't even read it. Very graphics, just really poor. So I'm really glad that they did a remastered version for the PS4, and it does it justice. It's fantastic. Highly recommend picking this up if you haven't done so already. Of course, with the new Tomb Raider game, Rise of the Tomb Raider, out, which I don't have because I don't have an Xbox One. I'm waiting for it to come out. So I know it's on timed release, so it'll be out at the end of the year on the PS4. So I will be waiting for that one to come out. Oh shit. But yeah, and there's nothing I can say about this game that, you know, would put you off playing it. It's just a phenomenal game. Graphically great. Storyline's fantastic. Not that difficult a game, but it's a really good one for exploring. Yeah. I highly recommend picking this one up. Really struggling to speak, so this could be a two-parter actually. Right, next up, Alien Isolation Ripley Edition. There's something about first person that I don't enjoy in games. I don't enjoy first person shooters or anything like that. Anything first person, it's not for me. I've always said that. So when I started playing this game, I didn't know nothing about it. I bought the game, started playing it, and it was first person, and I was really disappointed. So I put it down, sat and thought about it for a night. I thought, you know what, I'm going to give it a go because it does look pretty fucking good. So I just went back to it and started playing it, and I swear to God, within about, I don't know, 5 or 6 hours of playing it for that second time, hooked, absolutely hooked. I literally played it all night, couldn't put it down. And this is a long game. But it did me really well when my girlfriend went to Poland last year for a week. I just sat down and blasted my way through this. And completed it before she got back, literally on the day she got back. It was that long a game. I put a week into this solid, and just got it done before she got back. But there's one scene in particular in this. Now, when you're doing a spacewalk outside your ship, I'm not going to say anything other than graphically, that's probably the most beautiful thing I've ever seen in a PS4 game. It was unbelievable. I was enjoying every second of it, and it was just a boring walk from one part of the ship to the other, but that bit in particular fucking blew me away. Just graphically, they got everything spot on, and the planet in the background as well. I mean, that just completely blew me away. Kind of felt like you were in the game. I absolutely loved it. But the game itself, I highly recommend getting it. It's scary. There's bits in it you really need to be careful, otherwise you're going to get completely royally fucked by the alien. But really, this game is fucking quality. It is probably the best Alien game I've ever played. And I cannot do it justice enough. Get the Ripley edition because it's got 2 bonus pieces of content, Last Survivor and Crew Expendable, which are also very good. But yeah, Alien Isolation Ripley edition. If you haven't got it yet, please do yourself a fucking favour today and go out and get it because it's fucking brilliant. Right. Next up, I think this was the second game I completed on the PS4. I can't quite remember. I think it might have been. Murdered Sole Suspect. You basically play the role of a cop who's just been killed, and he's out trying to find out who done it. So it's basically, it's a supernatural whodunit, and it is very good. It doesn't start very well. When you start playing the game, it just seems far too easy, and it is extremely short. So it's one of the rare games on the PS4 that if you want to sit down and blast through in, I don't know, like 2 nights or something, 2 days or whatever, you can easily do that in this game because it isn't very long. I actually completed it in 2 days. I didn't really put a lot into it either. It just sort of, it was a game I really enjoyed. I was starting to get to enjoy it at the end, and then it finished, and I was like, oh, for fuck's sake. So, a little bit disappointed in that. I mean, I'm not a massive fan of long games in general, but yeah. But anyway, Murdered Sole Suspect. A little bit of an under-the-radar kind of game, and not a lot of people talk about it, but it is one I would recommend picking up. It's fun. It's not very expansive, obviously. It's a very small game. The graphics are fairly decent for what it is. It's not too bad. The controls are easy. The concept of the game's easy enough. It's easy to pick up and play. And I would recommend getting it. It's actually fun. Yeah, I would recommend. And if ever there was a sequel, I don't know how, but if ever there was a sequel, I would pick it up. Right, this next one, this is one of the reasons I got a PS4. And that game is Thief. Yep, I really wanted to get a PS4 just so I could play this game. The reason I wanted to do that, I didn't play the first one on the Xbox. I think it was Thief Deadly Shadows. I didn't play that on the Xbox, but I just seen what it could do on the PS4. And again, it was first person. But I knew that when I got it. It was just one of those games that it looked really, really good. And I thought, you know what? If anything's going to turn me into a first-person kind of guy, it's going to be this game. I played Alien Isolation first, just to kind of give me an idea. But then I got this one, and then I started playing it, and I hated it to begin with. I'll be honest, I was so disappointed with it. But, you know, graphically it's not the best, but it's quite an open-world kind of feel. You've got to be very stealthy. So if you're not into stealth games, avoid this one. You know, you're really not missing too much in that respect. But if you enjoy stealth, the adventure, running around in the dark trying to find things, getting lost, because you can easily get lost in this game, and trying to find your way out of things, then I would recommend picking this up. It's got a really good extra mission in it. You're in a bank. I think it's a bank job. The bank heist, sorry. And that's fun as well. I actually played that at the end, and I thought that was one of the most enjoyable missions of the game. But out of 10, I would rate this as about a 7 or 8. It is fun. It's got its odd flaws. Don't get me wrong, it's not, you know, the best game ever made, but it's got its flaws, but I would recommend picking it up anyway. So that's Thief for the PS4. And for that video, guys, as we're running on a little bit, I'm going to cut it into 2 parts. So thanks for watching part 1, and I will see you for part 2. Please rate, comment, and subscribe, as always. All that usual jazz. You know how it goes.